Hello, Cruising World. Mick the Suit Guy with you. It's Monday. Monday is tips day. And I've got some tips from Walter and Yolanda. I got Dave, I got Dawn, I got a couple of my own. So what I'm going to do is, looks like I have 4 from Walter and Yolanda. We're going to do 2 of theirs. Then I'm going to do Dave's. Heaven help us. And then we'll see how they go. And then next week I'm going to do their last 2. And I'm going to do Dawn. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. I don't want to flood you with too much information or I run out of ideas. So, here we go. Walter and Yolanda, long-time contributors to this show, and so should you be. You should be sending me your tips, damn it. Send them. My email's coming up at the end of this video. I need tips. Otherwise, these shows are going to end. I say it constantly. I say it constantly. Without you, where would I be? The 5 people that watch these videos each week, where would I be? We try and avoid the shock videos, which is what gets numbers. So we try and do factual videos that help people so we don't get numbers. But I'm never going to change. We're going to keep it factual. We're going to keep it whatever. All right. Walter and Yolanda, number 1. Oh, here we go. Well, I like to read the intro. Hello, Mick, because I see the word Mick. I like to share that. Glad to hear that you have decided to include other cruise line tips on your wonderful channel. We primarily cruise on Carnival and Princess, so most of our tips apply to both. Yes, I am now covering all cruise lines. There are many reasons. I'm not saying I'm disillusioned with Carnival, but I'm a bit disappointed in some of the things that they're doing, or rather not doing. Plus, we've been on cruise lines like Celebrity and Virgin, so coming up, there will be some tip shows on those cruise lines. So if you are an avid follower of Royal, we're going on the Icon of the Seas in August. I'd love to hear your tips on what I should do on that. If you are a lover of Holland America, send me your tips. It doesn't have to be Carnival. I want to show everybody the differences. I'm hopefully going to be doing a video. It may already be out because I'm recording a lot of these in advance, showing the differences between, it's going to be an interesting one. I'm going to specifically just do Carnival versus Royal Caribbean's loyalty program differences. Look it up. It's probably already out by the time you see this video. I was going to do Norwegian as well, but it was so confusing. And I've not cruised Norwegian yet. I will be next year. We're going to Iceland and Greenland, and I'll have a much better understanding. But I was reading through their loyalty program, and I couldn't make any sense of it. Royals was much easier to understand. So we'll leave that there. Anyways, all right. Tip number 1. Beware of embarkation day cruise food. We believe that, I must always stress, the opinions I'm giving out are not my opinions necessarily, as you'll probably find out. These are Walter and Yolanda's, and everybody is entitled to their opinion. As I do sometimes say, it's not their fault, theirs is the wrong one. I'm not saying that about Walter and Yolanda because I've not read the tip. Maybe I'll say it after, or find out. We believe that on embarkation day, as they are loading new food and supplies onto the ship, that there is a possibility that they may be trying to get rid of the leftover food from the previous cruise. We also feel that's why they hand you a piece of paper letting you know they are serving food at the buffet on the Lido. This also leads to big crowds in the buffet, with everyone still carrying their carry-ons waiting for access to the cabins. Also beware of food that has been sitting out due to delayed boarding, etc. Sometimes that food is there from 11 a.m. and if you are unable to board on time, as has been the case on many cruises lately, then that food will be cold and not fresh. There are many other options on embarkation day, including sometimes the main dining room, Cucina del Capitano if they have one, etc. You forgot GG's. Don't never forget GG's. On the Vista class. Or Sunshine adds it too. Sunshine, Vista, Panorama, Horizon, GG's. We don't eat at Guy's Burgers on embarkation day as it seems that lines are way too long for us, but it will be fresh as they serve so many. That's a very, very valid point I have never actually considered. I will say this, and I thought about this the other day, and it's going to be one of the things that I bring up on my priority thing, but what you can do. You know what I'm talking about. On my video coming up where I talk about the perks One of the perks on Carnival of being Platinum, Diamond, Sweet, faster to the fun is you get on the ship earlier. But if you think about it, you get on the ship 15 minutes earlier. That's about it. So I'm going to get on first, pretty much, right, as a Diamond. But if you are smart and you check in at the right time, and you're gold, red, blue, whatever, and you don't have the priority, your group is not going to be very far behind me. It's not that big of a difference. So that's not that much of a difference. Then when you get on board, you can go to your cabin and drop off your bag. Inside tip, they say that's only for faster to the fun, platinum, diamond, sweet people. No one's going to stop you. If you just go down to your cabin and say you're dropping your bag off, they're not going to say, oh, can I see your priority card? I shouldn't say they won't, but they're not going to. You just drop your bag off and go. They're just trying to minimize numbers. It's like at the end of the cruise when they do debarkation and they say, all right, we're calling everybody in muster station A1 on their card to come to leave now, right? If you're F1, how are they going to know you walked off with that group? All they're doing is scanning your card when you leave. And if they happen to notice when you get to the front, are they going to send you back? No, they are not. They're just trying to stagger it so there's not hundreds of people trying to get off at the same time. So remember those little tips from me. I can give you those ones quite comfortably. But so we'll get on board, and now we dropped a bag off. We can't get in the room properly until 1:30. And even then, what's the point if you haven't got your bags? Because they don't often come until 3 or 4 o'clock sometimes, especially on a busy cruise. So it's so crowded up on Lido. People don't give up their seats. And we don't ever eat at the buffet. We really don't. Even during the cruise, we try not to eat at the buffet. Just something about it, I just don't know. But we don't go to Guy's Burgers much either. We will do the Cucina option. We will do, well, we used to love it when they did at the Blue Iguana Cantina, when they did the taco shells. We used to love them. But yeah, I can totally see your point. Oh, Mongolian wok, if it's there, we'll try and get there. But it's a very good tip to not go to Guy's Burger on day one because everybody else goes there. Do your research and look at the restaurants on board that serve lunch and maybe go there because the line is always less, But that's a very valid point. I'm going to, take that on board, as they say. Yeah, I could totally see that everything that you wrote there is true. Can't prove it, but we shall see. All right, good ones. Good start, Walter Yolanda. Good start. Yolanda. All right, number 2. Did I miss anything on that first one? I don't know if they hand you a piece of paper that there's food at the buffet. I think more they just tell you that there's the buffets serving food up there. But yeah, the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. Yeah, interesting. Number 2, online check-in. Try to check in as early as possible on your check-in date. For us, that is 9 p.m. the day before our check-in date, as we are in California, and it will be 12 a.m. in Florida. If you do this, you will almost assuredly be able to select one of the earliest boarding times. Even if you don't arrive that early, you should be able to go right through the line unless it's late boarding. We usually don't like to arrive until after 11 a.m. as all the early birds are there, and we don't like to wait to board in the terminal building. Oh my God, where's the second page gone? Here we are. Oh, I put it in the wrong order. We have found that most of the time we are able to walk right onto the ship, especially on Princess, if we arrive after 11 a.m., which basically is exactly what I just said about, just wait a few minutes. Now, there is one thing I'm going to say about the 9 o'clock check-in time, and I'm not sure if this is just a fluke in the system, and by the time this video comes out, hopefully it will have been fixed. But as of today, and just to show you how many of these I've recorded in advance, today is Monday, June the 10th. And this isn't going out for at least another month. So we're going to be middle of July before this goes out, maybe the end of July, actually. So we're going back a ways after I recorded this, and I'm waffling. But either there's a glitch in the system, or Carnival have switched the system so that your check-in time is going to be local time. What I mean by that is, if you are going on a cruise out of California, and you are in Miami, your check-in time is going to be 3 in the morning. And in California, is no longer going to be, it's going to be midnight in California. So it's not going by Eastern time across the entire country, at least right now. It's going by local time. I don't know if that's going to be a permanent thing, but be aware of that. If you're in the middle of the country, it's, you're going out of Galveston. It's midnight in Galveston, which really is unfair on the people on the East Coast. But that's what's happening right now. And I've seen some talk about on John Heald's page about them looking into it. It didn't say that is going to be fixed, just that they were looking into it. So I don't know if they're going to come back and say that's the way they're going to do it from now on, or I apologize, there was a temporary glitch in the system and we are back to normal. It's going to be midnight Eastern time all the time. So just be aware of that. Yeah, and the late boarding, like I said, it's like, if you check in and you get a set boarding time, right? They will say if you're late, you've got to wait. They won't do that to you. They can't. Oh, sometimes the embarkation staff are pretty strict, shall we say, which is really annoying. But anyway, you're going to be on board if you want to be 15 minutes after the first people go on board, if you want to be. Some people don't want to be on board that early. What can you really do? I was going back to saying how crowded the ship is, so you can't get in your room till 1:30. So you've got a choice of either drinking or eating, or just walking around the ship and taking it all in. I guess you can go and relax on the chairs if they're available, but it's usually so busy, not a lot of people want to do that. But yeah, think about that. It's not a terrible thing if you're not on board as early as possible. For me it is, because I've got to go around, I'm around videoing cabins, that's what I'm doing. But yeah, all right, good ones, Walter and Yolanda. We'll do your other two next week. Shall I do Dave or Dawn? I'm going to do Dawn. I'll save Dave for another week. Send me some tips. I can tell it's only one because it's like 4 lines. All right, Dawn, sent to me from my iPhone. And Dawn did send this a while ago, so I apologize for not having done this before. It got printed and I forgot to pick it up off the printer. So this was sent to me on May 6th. Oops. At the end of the cruise, if you haven't used all your bottled waters, champagne and snacks, leave them for the crew to enjoy and leave them a note telling them how much you really appreciated them. Yes, absolutely. I'll give you another idea with that stuff as well, because we all leave stuff for the room steward. We all leave stuff for the bartenders and the dining room staff. But what about the other people that you don't see walking around? What about the people that are mopping the floors, cleaning the toilets and stuff like that? Because we were recently on the Jubilee and I had a bottle of champagne. I had a bottle of Gatorade that I hadn't drunk. And my new thing now is on the last day of the cruise, I'm going to go and find someone that fits that description. Just cleaning the toilet or something like that. They got the little buckets and they work so hard and never get the recognition they deserve because we spend so much time on these other people. We still would deserve the recognition, but we've already given that to them. I always give them a $10 or a $20 bill, and if I have bottles, I'm going to give them to them. And you should see their faces because they are just not used to getting it. It's almost, dare I say, almost as if the room stewards, the bartenders, the dining room staff kind of expect it. And they should, because they work really hard and they deserve to get it. But the behind the scenes people don't expect it, If you see them walking around while you're eating breakfast and they say, "Can I take your plate, sir?" Just ask them where they're from, how's their family, just have a conversation with them. Watch how it makes their day. Break up the monotony of their day is all I'd say. But yes, totally do that for the room steward if you want to. They have to pay for their waters. They do. You might not think they do, but they do. And another one. The best advice is please do your muster drill as soon as you get on board. Please don't wait until they start announcing over the PA system for you to go and do it. Because if you don't go, they will announce over the PA for all of us to enjoy. Most of the time, when you check in for your muster drill, it's 60 seconds of your life to listen to them. If you're diamond or platinum, sometimes they just check you off the list. As they know, you know this. Just do it. I'll give you another reason why you should do it early, because you can't get drinks until you've done the muster drill. You can get 1, sometimes 2, and then you are cut off until you do the muster drill. I'll let you into a little secret. On the Jubilee, we were in the big theatre for our muster, and we went in and we checked in. We got up top, and I was like, whatever. I've done these a million times. We snuck out without waiting for it, and they saw us leave. And they marked us down as not attending the muster drill. Oops, bad boy. Julie was like, I told you so. So next time I will stay and do what I should have done. It was very bad of me not to stay. I will apologise. I won't apologise. Internally, I will apologise, and I won't recommend you do that because that was bad. I feel bad. As bad as you could feel. Whatever. Anyway. Yes. So, okay, yeah, do them. And you know what else I wish that they would do? I'm going to start a campaign till they do this. When they do the safety drill, right? When they finish the safety drill, make one more announcement. And before we set sail, everybody, not just come to the sail away party, make sure your phones are in airplane mode. Or you'll get roaming bills from wherever. I almost guarantee you, every cruise, there are people where you sail, they forget to turn off or put their phone in airplane mode, and they get a ridiculously large bill. Why won't they make that announcement? How hard would it be to make that announcement? It wouldn't, would it? It wouldn't. And I've mentioned this to several cruise directors, and just as a suggestion, and you know, a lot of times people don't like suggestions unless they have the idea, but not one of them said, oh, great idea, I'll do that. None of them. Should be mandatory reminder. All right, I'm calming myself down because I've got to deal with Dave's bleeding thing next week. So we've got 2 more from Walter and Yolanda next week, 1 from Dave and a couple from me, and then I'm out. And then I need yours. So send them. My email, like I said, is coming up at the end of this video. If you would like to subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and you'll get notifications when these lovely videos come out. They come out every Monday. Every Thursday, there's a cabin video. And every Saturday, there's like a port tour or a ship tour or some type of video. And if you have any questions, email me. Again, email coming up right after this. See you later, Cruising World. Any questions? Email me anytime. cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. I promise I'll reply as soon as possible. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, mick@elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please. Pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe! Thank you.